time that you guys looked fractured as a team. What do you think he meant by that? And how do you guys kind of regroup after, that second half that you had out at Rutgers?
The only way to really regroup is to have a great practice. We had a really good practice yesterday. Looking forward to having another good one today, and then playing Michigan at the highest level possible.
Going into tomorrow's game, Michigan's been on a roll in the Big Ten so far, and Hunter Dickinson's having a great year. Just watching the film for it and trying to get ready for it, what have you guys noticed, and what do you guys need to do to try to get a big win before the end of the season?
The biggest thing with them is obviously defensively they're really, really good, but on offense, especially with our screens, we got to get their guards off the ball. We got to get them pushed back up to half court. And our guards got to be physical and be able to get over them, because Hunter gets a lot of his points coming down and on wraparound passes when their guards are getting downhill off screen. So taking away their screens are going to be one of the biggest keys for the game tomorrow.
Trayce, I'm going to ask a question. If you could comment on being among the top 5 for the Karl Malone Award and what that means to you personally.
Really means just all the hard work that I put in just to be considered with 5 other great players for the prestigious award. I'm just honored, honestly, and it's honestly a blessing. But like I said, there's still more work to be done, and we still got a season. I'm more worried about winning these last few games than I am about the award. So.
Well, JD, I was going to ask that question, but thank you for doing that. Trayce, you and several of your teammates have talked all year long about how well you guys have practiced together and such, and how hard you guys have worked through practice. But is there sometimes a disconnect as to for what goes from practice to the games in some of this stuff, or is it just more just happenstance, especially these last couple of games, as to what's gone wrong in the second half?
Yeah, I really feel like we've been practicing really well at a high level. I know a few weeks ago it was all about we're starting too slow. We're not getting off to a good start, and now we're starting really well, actually. And now we're letting teams get back up, and we're not weathering the storm when they go on a run. And so I just think that we need to just put a full 40-minute game together, honestly. And only way to do that is just to keep working hard, and just knowing that when you're practicing hard, then it's going to equivalent to you playing hard.
Thank you, Trayce.
Dustin.
Trayce, I guess my apologies that we keep hammering on this, but I did want to go back to what Alex asked about fractured. I mean, did you guys feel like you were fractured? Do you think Archie's assessment was correct? And if so, how did that happen?
I just think for the first time, we've been down in games before. Iowa, we were down by 9. Both games we were down by 9. Northwestern, we were down by 7 with a minute left. It's just simple as that. I guess with these other two, we had the lead and we were up by a lot. I just think that when they came back, we weren't really prepared to. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. We weren't prepared for to play. I don't even know how to answer it, honestly. It was just know that it won't happen again. That's basically all you need to know.
Kevin?
Yeah, Trayce, this is the final home game of the season. What do you put your finger on as to how you guys have performed at home this year? I mean, how much was the crowd missed, and how much was it just really hard to adapt to that all season?
Honestly, the biggest thing, the crowd is just, they bring a different type of energy, 6-man. But at the same time, I'm just kind of honored and blessed to be out here playing during this pandemic, and just being able to get through a full season healthy was that's a really big part of it. But for me, really just the last time for Aljamain and Coop to play in Assembly Hall, we want to send them out on a high note because they truly deserve it.
John Blau.
Just kind of going back to that with the pandemic and how different things have been. How do you feel kind of for the freshman class at all? They still haven't really experienced kind of what IU basketball is like in a normal year, and how have you guys kind of supported them, through this, being that it's been such a weird transition this season?
Yeah, I honestly do feel for the freshman class because this year is a lot different than last year in general. I feel bad for them a little bit, but I really feel like they've been working hard, and maybe this is all they know right now. So coming back next year, they'll be ready to play at a high level, and I know with more fans in the building, I think it's going to amp their level of play as well. So,
Last question, Caleb.
You mentioned Al, it being his senior night on Saturday. Can you just talk about what he's meant as a leader this season as the lone senior, really, and what he brings to the team every day?
Aljamain brings hard work and his dedication every day. He's a real leader on our team. He's very vocal, especially with the young guys, the guards. He always tries to bring us together, and he's going to be missed throughout Hoosier Nation. He put his blood, sweat, and tears into the program, and didn't always result in wins, but just know that he always worked as hard as he could for every game. And now he's reaping the benefits. These last few games he's been playing at a pretty high level, so hopefully he can stay doing that.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you, Trayce.
Thank you.